last 2 times I posted a video about this, I have gotten over 1 million views, but I know you guys love it so much that I decided to do it again. This time I'm going to use my purse, okay, knocking all of them out. And this has nothing to do with the fact that they're stretched. If you look really close, you can see where these few have been rubbed down, so we're just going to replace them all. Woo! Yeah! Take that, dude. Perfect. Let's see you do that. That's the first time that's ever happened to me. Woo! Man, I've been about usually at least missed once, but dang, that was the first time. I'd like to thank the Academy and everybody that believed in me, even when your mom and dad didn't, but they still believed in me. Thank you. Are we supposed to change out all the studs after it? No. No. That video was completely satire, okay? Let me show you the reason why I have to change these studs out all the time, okay? And I'm gonna walk around on a few trucks, different trucks, and we'll show you, okay? Starting with this one, if you look really close, this one impacted a wall. You know, took out these 4 studs right here, okay? That one's a little sus right there. So we're gonna go ahead and what we're gonna do is because we got almost half the studs need to be replaced, they're all coming out, okay? Same thing right here. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 studs that got chewed up right there. This thing hit a F-250. Took out the oil cap, as you can see here. So we're gonna replace all these studs, right? Now I get a lot of crap about me damaging the bearings or doing stuff like that. Chances of those bearings getting damaged from me knocking that stud out, especially with one hit, because all that force was directed into that stud and that stud came directly out. If I had to hit it twice, I would be a little sus about it, but seeing as it went all the way through, all the force was directed directly onto the stud. So I don't think the bearing took much force on that one. And there is a spacer inside there on most hubs nowadays. The spacer itself is press fitted on the spindle, right? So the inside of the bearing on both ends is tight against that spacer. So chances of that moving and that hub bouncing in there and damaging those races is pretty nil, man. Pretty nil. I've had quite a few of them I've done, replaced the studs on that have gone well over 1 million miles on the dang bearings after I replaced the studs on them. So obviously something's off about people's theory on messing up the bearing. But to answer your question, I replace a lot of studs all the time because they rub walls and things like that. And I know I'm gonna get 1 million people in these comment sections, but you should just replace the hub, huh? You're not doing your job right. You should replace the hub. Gotta replace the hub. Because everybody's rich, right? Everybody's rich, everybody's got money. Everybody's got $1 billion company that they can just, you know, write off a $1,000 hub to. So, move on, scroll on, whatever you want to do. We'll see you later on the next one. The Chuck Norris? I don't believe so. But I will say that there are a lot of crybaby technicians out here. People who told me I need to do it different ways because I'm doing it wrong. But I don't know, I've been doing this a little while, and to be honest, I'm probably not going to change. But we'll give some of your lame ideas a go here, and we'll see who's faster. And I got the Snap-on PH 3050B right here, long barrel, big barrel, strap-on air hammer. Got the shortest round hammer they make for it, fairly new. We're gonna go ahead and try and take out one of these little old studs here with this little old chipping hammer here. Ooh, I'm a master tech, aren't I? Sorry about that, I know that was a little weird. We're replacing these studs right here because they are trash. This thing rubbed a wall, took out a few of the studs, so we're just gonna replace them all. We're gonna keep this in real time too, because I know you guys like to watch all the way through my videos to nitpick all my stuff. But here we go. Oh wow, boy, that's much faster. I don't know if it's gonna go or not. Oh, it's going. Oh, it's coming. Oh, it's coming. My God, dude, I could have had them all knocked out. Well, there we go. That's one stud, you know. So, let's try it my way. I'll use the smaller one. It'll probably take me 2 hits. What do you think? 2 hits? Yeah. Who's faster? Me or the air hammer? And if you learn how to swing one of these, you won't ever have to own one of that. All right, so the bearings are trash because I knocked out some studs. That sucks, bro. Man, that's mid at best. I'm telling you, mid. Anyway, truth of the matter is, it's not. You're probably not used to working with anything this big. Anyway, we'll move on. We'll let that settle in. We're gonna go ahead and pull this hub down, and we're gonna check it out, and we're gonna check the bearings and everything. And you guys can come with us, and we'll check it out together. All the super techs that commented on here, you know, I'm glad you guys have figured it out. Okay. But anyway, here we go. So I took these out yesterday. We're going to check the bearings to make sure that we didn't do any damage when we put all these studs in. Right? Gotta love that. I like the guys that say, oh, you're not supposed to torque it. You're just supposed to set your preload, right? Well, that's not my job to do that. That's the spacer's job to set the preload. The clip on there, huh? Man, let's see here. I guess the preload is magic or something, or I've seen so many comments from so many people who don't know what they're talking about when it comes to bearings. Okay? Setting preload and all that stuff is a thing of the past on these newer style hubs, right? But yeah, there's so many people that know everything there is to know about bearings. Oh, and I know I'm gonna hear a million things about picking this thing up. Right? I'm not supposed to pick up the you notice this bearing is still on this shaft right here. Look at that. Spacer, I know we're supposed to throw that on all the super techs and super truck drivers and all that and do their own bearings and everything. They throw these away and then they set preload with a single nut. Don't know how. But right on, you know. And to be that great, you know. Seal got hung up on here. Inspected everything. Seal. Obviously, get out of here. Doesn't look like there's any damage to that race. Maybe it's the bearing. Maybe the bearing itself's bad. Alright, let's get right up on it here and let's see. Got a little trash on there from that rag. But it don't look like there's any gouges or anything in there. It looked pretty smooth to me, man. There's no damage to the inner race. Okay, no damage to the bearing. Don't want to be a super tech. I gotta throw this away and set preload. Go outside the manufacturer recommendations. Probably gonna take that out. I'm gonna put that right back in there. And we're gonna put this thing back together. Just because you guys are super techs and everything, you guys know it all and all that. Hey, you want to replace it? You do you. In my last video, I used the purse, and you know, people got upset, feelings got hurt. People decided that they were smarter than what they were. Nobody, people blocked me, all kinds of stuff. It's amazing how one action can cause people to be so fragile when it comes to these things. But I'm not going to use the big one because I heard that somebody can do this with a 1-pound hammer and everything else. But we're going to try it again and see if we can make it all the way around one more time with a smaller hammer like this one. So here we go. And we're going to do it, I guess, one-handed from what I understand. Because I'm just a big weak. Well, we're not going to reply on all those comments. Huh? So one-handed. Man, I guess I should have used that air hammer. Oh, I almost forgot.